Make your car have to handle well and kind of take some of that advantage away of using the paint for grip.
Leads the first lap, and that's the first road course lap led by a Mustang this year. Now these S's, they're kind of like a bendy straw. There's one line through there, and that's where all the double file and triple file usually all get sorted out into this one long snake.
But it's a very important long snake. You have to be fast in this fast section of this racetrack. Why? Because it sets you up for a good passing zone, if you will, in turn 11. Carry that momentum off the 10, get in position, make that pass. Right here, getting into 11. You'll see a lot of passes, and you look for Bowman looking to the inside. He ain't going to like that. You might see a bumper right here.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Got into the back of Daniel Suarez.
Man, Clint, it's like you know what you're talking about. Called that one.
That's exactly what I'd have done. You don't get away with it too often. Block me once, okay.
Yeah, I'd say the second block, he probably hits him a little harder.
Oh, Denny Hamlin's blown up at the start-finish line.
Good job.
Inside. Well, you just don't see that very often. That's a big grenade. Makes me think maybe a missed shift or something. You never know.
That's where Kenny Schrader would have said one of them important pieces broke.
Yeah, well, it's the second week in a row we've seen those motor failures from the Toyotas. We saw Christopher Bell leading the race last week, and now Denny Hamlin, he's done.
Valve spring issue last week. I don't know. This one's catastrophic.
Hamlin had a 5-race top 5 finishing streak entering today. That just grenaded right about at the start of the adjacent drag strip. Well, it gives us an opportunity to check with Larry McReynolds on today's race strategy.
Well, Mike, I think it is a little bit early for anybody to be coming. Yeah, if you're at the back of the pack and you need adjustments, go ahead and come in. You're really not going to lose anything. But most of the crew chiefs are looking at this as a 2 pit stop race. Pitting at the end of stage 1 and somewhere around lap 70 with 40 to go. Remember, the fuel mileage is about 40 laps. You might consider pitting right before the end of stage 1. Do what we call flip the stage. But you will have to save a lot of fuel as much as possible to make it on one more pit stop. Maybe pit at the end of stage 2 for fuel and tires. Then around lap 70, fuel only, make a quicker pit stop. The bottom line is the Verizon race strategy is a fluid situation today, guys.
Fluid as in wine, Larry Mack? I wonder.
Yeah.
All right. Denny Hamlin goes up in smoke. First caution of the day. Not been good these last 2 trips here. Last year, won the pole for this race. But was an early exit. And again, right at the start-finish line. In fact, Hamlin was the only car not to finish last year's Cup race in Sonoma. Today, something in the engine let go. All of that water and oil coming out the exhaust pipes as he crossed start-finish. And they're doing cleanup now. All the way around turn 1 and up the hill toward 2, a place where you need a lot of grip going through those corners. Working lap 4, under caution. For the United Football League title. The playoffs continue next on Fox. Jamie?
Denny Hamlin, after 2 laps back in the garage, the day is over. You got out and you said to Gabe Hartwell, we talked about this in practice. Was there any indication that led to this?
No, nothing. So, yeah, just the gearing is a little weird for the track. It's there's a lot of high RPM stuff, but same as everyone else. And then just blew up in lap 2. So not really sure. They'll look at it and figure it out, but certainly not ideal.
Thanks, Denny.
Larry Mack looked at the data. No over revs on downshift or upshift. Something just broke. Now, John Hunter Nemechek sliding through the oil. into the turn one barrier. Casgrala just barely missing it, it seems.
You can see he was way out of the groove in trouble.
Not a worse feeling than driving through oil like that, Clint. You just have no control, and it feels like you're on a sheet of ice. But back to the engine. You know, I think that the engine is definitely tough to diagnose. Let's hear some radio from the 42.
Ready?
There you go, yeah.
But you can tell that the right sides hurt. I don't know if it killed the tire or if it's a towing. Maybe steering wheel just a little bit to the left.
Getting ready for the restart here. Two Penske cars up front. Logano and Blaney. Lots of talk about how there's been some sand kicked up on an overturned two. We'll watch that at the top of the
You ready?
Well, they better get used to that because
I'm
there's
ready.
going to be dirt on the track in turn 2 all day.
Note that second place Reddick shows the second.
Well, he's going to try to stay door to door with Blaney on the outside. He's going to do so. That'll set him up for 3 down here to be on the right side of it. But if he doesn't get him cleared right here, now he's in trouble. Now Blaney's got position on it. He's gotten before, but he's clear. Great job, Tyler Reddick, getting that back.
Yeah, I think a lot of that had to do with the speedy drive, Mike. I think that put him on the inside of the speedy drive and one on the outside of it into turn 2, and it paid off for him.
Good choice. Whoa, 3 wide into the corner, into 7. How's that going to sort out?
You're going to see that every restart today, and it'll ratchet up as the race